Hey, it's on. Look, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is so on.
Pull up a chair, grab a cold one, smoke 'em if you got 'em. It's time for the Fan Happy Hour. On the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Hey, hey, hey! Happy Hump Day, all you beautiful radio listeners. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your afternoon. Hope you are enjoying the day baseball. But before we get to anything, let's check in with the most important man, Jeff Rust. What's happening, man?
I'm good. I'm in a great mood today.
I am very happy to hear that.
The sun even shines on a dog's arse some days,
It
I guess,
certainly does, yes. And so you have the sunshine shining. It's liquid sunshine outside.
Yes.
But you've got baseball on the television screen. It's a beautiful day.
Patrick Harris is very happy this afternoon.
I'm confident that he is, and I completely understand why. I got a hold of the winner, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's going to try to call in. I don't know if we'll do it on time and do it live.
Gotcha.
But he's pumped. He won his the Pick'em this week. The Take Your Pick poll is up. So if you want to go and jump on your Google form now, it should be on the Happy Hour X page
Yes.
at Fan Happy Hour. It's been boosted all over the fan, so you can get it. The goal is we're going to try to grow this global.
Yes, global.
Yes, we're going to try to get a gazillion people.
We need to hit Sweden.
Yes, we need to. If you have played the Pick'em, if you haven't played the
Singapore.
Pick'em, go on there and share it with Sweden and Singapore. I think that
Yes.
is a wonderful idea. So
Sudan.
that's right. Well, you know what?
All those
Let's-
S's. We don't need to restrict it to just the S's.
No, I think just yeses.
Okay.
Switzerland, Sweden, Singapore, Sudan, Sumatra.
Hey, there
Is
we
that
go.
a place?
Yeah, sounds good.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at
They
that.
make coffee there and stuff,
Can we
right?
do anywhere in South America?
Probably.
All right, see, there you go. South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to go there.
New South Wales. Is that
There
a,
we go.
is
Yeah, that works.
All right. Anyways. Big day. Why is Patrick Harris so excited?
Guardians
Cleveland
win.
Guardians get the win. Tigers took game one yesterday. Tarek Skubal, 14 strikeouts. A dominating performance from what will probably be a back-to-back Cy Young winner. 14 strikeouts, 2-1 victory yesterday. You're getting guys caught in pickles and everything, so a little disappointing for Guardians fans. But today, offensive powerhouse,
Yeah.
6-1 win in game two. This means we are getting at least one game three in the wild card round. And if you're a Mariners fan, it's exactly the one that you wanted. They will have a travel day, so they've got to now travel. They've got to play a third game. It's a little bit more wear and tear. You get in the bullpen, you get a little bit more going on. All things good for both the Guardians, good for the Tigers, good for the Mariners, good for all the fans of just baseball in general. So this is a big win-win. But you mentioned that Patrick Harris is happy.
Yes.
I need to call him out for something.
Uh-oh.
When you were sitting there the other day when he was lamenting how terrible the hitting lineup is for these Guardians, he was challenging everybody in the office, and I don't know how many people got the answer correct. I think Jason Swigard, Sports Encyclopedia, said, I have no answer. But Patrick Harris was challenging everybody, name 3 hitters. How's my Patrick Harris? Name 3 hitters. Name 3 hitters for the Guardians. I bet you can't do it. And so I gave him, as my third hitter, Bo Naylor.
Hey, there you go.
And he criticized me because I went Stephen Kwan. I don't think I went Manzardo. I think I went, with elsewhere. But he goes, Bo Naylor? Nobody would say Bo Naylor's hitter. What did Bo Naylor do today?
He sealed it with a 3-run shot to make it 6-1.
There you go. Home run, 3
In the
RBI.
8th inning.
Pretty good, man.
Pretty
Pretty
good.
good. Bullpen looked great for the Guardians. I think everybody that was saying that, hey, if you're the Mariners, you want to play against the Guardians, here's the reason why you don't. Yesterday, the reason why you don't play against the Tigers, it's playoff baseball. There's really nobody that you should want to play at this point, but at the same time, you want to play everybody.
Yeah.
Bring it on. The only way to win a World Series is to to win.
Just yeah.
To win, you have to have an opponent.
To win the whole effing thing.
Man.
By the way, though, I mean the Guardians today, though, Tanner Bybee only went 4 2/3. They used 5 relievers today, so.
But the bullpen did what they needed to do.
Well, yes, they did what they needed to do, but what does that mean for tomorrow? And then perhaps, should they advance, what does that mean for Saturday?
All the things that you're saying are fantastic to me. So every bit of what you're saying all works. It is all good in the Seattle Soto hood.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted a game 3. Right now, it looks like you've got the Padres with a lead. So if they hang on and win, they're up 3-0 on the Cubs. It's middle of the 6th inning. If they hang on, you can have a potential game 3 in that series. Yankees fall short against the Red Sox yesterday. 3-1 victory for the Red Sox. Yankees fans are all kinds of pissed off, which is always great and what you're looking for from Yankees fans. Like the best kind of Yankee fan is a disgruntled Yankee fan.
Exactly.
And that's I honestly think that's why they never get rid of Aaron Boone. I think they just keep him there because then you have a scapegoat.
Perfect
the whole
scapegoat
thing works.
is what I was just going to
yeah,
say.
So it's all set up well. And now when they if they end up winning 2 in a row to advance, they'll just go, oh yeah, see what happened when the coach gets out of the way. The manager and the whole
Look
thing.
what we did despite Aaron Boone.
Yes, exactly. So the whole thing is setting up just the way you want it there. But man, the Dodgers. We talk about them for like half a second here. 10 runs yesterday, 2 home runs by somebody named Shohei Ohtani. Did you see how fast the exit velocity was on his second home run?
No, I did not.
117 miles an hour.
That seems fast.
Yeah, that is a ball that is absolutely crushed. Their bullpen struggled, so this is something that you can still look at and just go if you think the Dodgers are going to cakewalk because they scored 10 runs. It is not as simple as that. So they win 10-5 over the Reds. Maybe you get the big lead and have the letdown, but Blake Snell looked really good. But then you have their offense hitting 5 home runs. But this is the Jekyll and Hyde Dodgers that we've seen kind of all year. The Reds are the team that sneaks in at the very end. So I don't know. Day 1 of the wild card, what did it do for you? Good?
It was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. We had great games all the way up until basically the Dodgers.
Well, but the Dodgers bullpen has been their biggest thing,
yeah,
and then
exactly.
they start to let the Reds back in. Yes, it ends up still being a big victory, but this is kind of what you want from the Dodgers: is it's going to be all or nothing. It feels like you need 10 runs to get victories, so that's the most likely scenario for a sweep in one of these early series. Obviously, we already know that you're not getting in the first series. The second series between the Padres and Cubs looks like it will end up going the Padres' way, but anything can happen. And so far, it's been fantastic.
Now, one thing I was not aware of, and I looked today in this first wild card round, I did not realize that each of the higher seeds, while it is a best of 3 series, they are all 3 at one location. Like they don't go to the lower seeds stadium for like a game 3 or go. Now I realize you're playing 3 days back to back, so that's tough to do. But I didn't realize that if you go 3 games, all 3 games are at the higher seeds home park.
I don't know that I put a lot of thought into it until you brought it up right now, but it does make a lot more sense because you want to get this done and get to the DS.
Yes,
So
and get those game 1s on Saturday.
And what baseball has done, and I don't know if we're having a, if you're saying like that doesn't seem fair or whatever, but this is what baseball has done, I think, really well with the way that their structure is set up. Down to the last day, you have potential for a plethora of different races.
Yeah.
Being the 1 seed versus being the 2 seed gives you some advantage, but being the 2 seed over the 3 seed, bigger advantage.
Yes.
I mean, it is being that last division winner and having to play in the wild card is a big downgrade from getting a bye, obviously.
Yeah.
Being that first wild card team is a huge advantage over being the bottom wild card team. And then, of course, just getting into the tournament makes it that much more fun.
I will say, though, I do prefer this model as opposed to just that first wild card round,
the one game.
One game.
Oh,
it's like we have a 162 game season, and now it comes down to 1 game for these 2 teams.
Well, that and traditionally, when
like
you
I
watch,
get it if it's a playoff or like a tiebreaker, but that I get clearly.
But the other thing that you can watch is the flow of a baseball season is set up in mostly 3-game series.
Yes.
So I would agree. There's just something that feels right about it.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down, young man. You want to walk over and do some, in case you missed it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. It's more of a shuffle, I guess, if we're doing Benny Hill music, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. In case you missed it, Malik Neighbors, the Giants wide receiver, tore his ACL and is out for the season. But you may have missed that the next night he went on crutches to see a rapper at a concert named Young Boy. This is now the second time in the early career of Neighbors that he's been criticized for his behavior after an injury. But don't worry, Giants fans. I have a feeling this won't be the last time. All right.
Why does it seem like now this is going to be sounding like me, 49-year-old
Oh,
white
please,
man,
please.
completely
Yes,
out of
yes. No,
touch?
that's my favorite version of you.
Why does it seem like every rapper these days is young or little something?
Not little. Lil.
No, I didn't say little. I
Sounded
said
like you did.
Lil.
Okay.
Lil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was better. The second time was better. The first
Yeah.
time it did sound a little
Gotcha.
bit
My
like why
apologies.
is everybody young and little?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which,
Have you seen this new show, 50 Ways to Commit a Murder with 50 Cent?
yeah.
That is it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
50 Cent, not 50.
Yeah.
But even he says 50 Cent on the ad.
Does he?
so,
Well, he's grown up now.
yeah.
He
That's
used to
on
be
Fox,
50.
so.
Now he's 50. Is he 50? He might be 50.
I think he's probably 50 pounds heavier than he was.
Yeah, but I think he might be 50 years old, too.
Might be.
So once you get into your 50s, then you pronounce it correctly. In case you missed it, the Red Sox beat the Yankees 3-1 in Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. Garrett Crochet was unbelievable, throwing a career-high 117 pitches. Before the game, he confidently told his manager, Alex Cora, that he'd only need a closer to finish the game. It's always awesome when a player makes a bold promise and actually delivers. On the other side of things, Aaron Boone also delivered on his unspoken promise to piss off every single Yankee fan.
Do you think it's fair to say that Garrett Crochet tied up his opponents in knots?
There is a 50-year-old woman joke. Congratulations, you just got a 50-year-old man followed by a 50-year-old woman joke. That is excellent. I used to crochet with my grandma. That was always a fun way to pass time and hang out with her. Couldn't tell you how to do it now, but I know at one point, I don't think I ever made anything that was actually useful, but I definitely
Knit one, purl two. No, but that's knitting, not crochet, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got knit.
I don't I remember doing it. I don't remember how to.
It's all needles and yarn and stuff, right?
There you go. The Los Angeles Dodgers led Major League Baseball this season with 26 pitch clock violations. Right behind them at 25 was the New York Mets. The only two teams in Major League Baseball that spent over $340 million on their roster. You'd think they might save some spare change just to buy a stopwatch for practice. Maybe you just... In case you missed it, LeBron James missed the first day of Lakers training camp. The official word is a minor nerve irritation in his glute. That just sounds like a clever way of saying at this age, practicing with these guys is a pain in my ass. Is that? Minor irritation in his glute. Isn't that the nickname they have for Bronny? Guard Seth Curry agreed to a one-year contract with the Golden State Warriors. Seth Curry shot 45.6 from the three-point line last season. It is the highest mark in the NBA. Perfect for the Warriors. Maybe he can teach Steph how to improve his three-point shooting, and maybe Steph can teach Seth how to be a bigger douche. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to get to the Daily Buzz. We do it next. This is 105.1 The Fan. to a decisive Game 3 after the results today, which is fantastic. The Mariners' schedule has been released, kind of. Game 1 on Saturday will be one of two times. It will either be a 1:08 p.m. first pitch or a 5:38 start time. The Game 1 is dependent on whether the Red Sox or Yankees advance to the wild card series, but Game 2, the time is set. First pitch, 5:03. That means there will not be a conflict with the Seahawks game. The Seahawks will start at the regularly scheduled 1:05 start time against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this was pointed out to me. Well, we can move to. Would you have something you want to
Well,
add?
yes. So I was partially correct, but partially incorrect because we were talking about perhaps the following
You were
week's
talking
Monday
about
Night
things in
Football
the
game.
break. Yeah, you were talking about
Yes.
things in the break. Okay, so catch us up. So there also may be conflicts because
Yes.
we all assume that whoever the Mariners play, they'll just dispatch them easily. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, that's
Okay,
what I'm
perfect.
doing.
Okay, perfect.
So I originally and erroneously thought that it would also apply to Week 6 in the NFL. I thought the Seahawks played on Monday night that week. They do not, because Monday night that week would be ALCS Game 2.
Okay, and you expect the who to be there?
The Seattle Mariners. Thank you, Eddie Vedder.
Yep.
But instead, it is Week 7. They
Ah.
host the Houston Texans on Monday Night Football. That would be the same evening as ALCS Game 7.
All right. Well, there you have it. So just watching more things if you are trying to go to both the Seahawks and the Mariners ALCS Game 7. Hopefully they don't go to a Game 7, but hopefully they have an opportunity to go to Game 7.
Right.
So you can't be mad at that.
The Buzz.
Seattle Seahawks do have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, they will not be changing the schedule of that game. Worth pointing out that I know some people are very excited. Throwback game. You get the Sherberts versus the old school royal blue, emerald green, the
that'll
whole
be
thing.
cool.
So
Yeah.
it is going to be awesome.
Like the old school gray helmets, too.
Yeah, how dare you? Gray helmets?
Silver, excuse me.
No. Those are pewter, homie. Those are pewter helmets.
No, I'm talking for Seattle.
I know.
No, I thought pewter was more of a gold color.
No.
Am I incorrect?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe you are. I
I'm
think-
willing to accept that.
Hey, if you're correct, that would make me incorrect, and this is
and we know that never
okay.
happened.
There you go.
Damn it,
There.
pewter gray.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, there's also pewter green.
There you go. And well, they also have an iridescent green helmet that they'll be busting out this year. So
Pewter is a metal alloy most often made from tin combined with copper and antimony. So that would be worth, but you might get some of that goldish hue in the pewter, of which I was thinking.
I don't know. Well, hey, you just keep living on that. In other Seahawks,
I enjoy being wrong. Just ask my wife.
In other Seahawks news, the NFL teams are reportedly monitoring the Seahawks cornerback Reek Woolen as a potential trade target. Woolen has surrendered 13 touchdowns since 2022, and right now, through 4 games this season, out of qualifying cornerbacks, his Pro Football Focus grade is 100th out of 103 corners. Barf.
Yeah. That's not good.
Tantalizing potential, head-scratching mistakes. They're saying maybe a 5th-round pick if you're going to go after Reek. He's been so bad. And as a rookie, he was so good. The craziest thing about this is the Seahawks have been playing without Nick Emanwari. Could possibly have him back this weekend, which would be fantastic. Nick Emanwari had one of those absolute freak combines. 2 of the 3 players that were on that, I know there is a freak list, and this wasn't exactly the freak list. 2 of the guys with the height, speed, size combination that Emanwari was compared to, DK Metcalf, Reek Woolen. They both could be former Seahawks very soon. DK Metcalf already is.
Yeah.
So hopefully Emanwari doesn't end up being a knucklehead as well.
The Buzz.
Vacancy for the Los Angeles Angels manager job may be filled by a guy named Albert Pujols. That sounds kind of interesting to me. I can get with that. The Angels 72-90 last year. They have not made the playoffs. Do you know how long it's been since the Angels made the playoffs?
I'm going to go with the Titanic theme and say it's been 84 years.
2014
Oh, okay.
since they won it.
So a little bit more recent.
Not quite that bad. Pujols is already on their payroll. So as part of his big free agent contract that he had, he actually has a 10-year personnel service contract.
Mm-hmm.
So he's already with the organization. He has never coached before, but he may just jump right into the manager role.
Yeah,
so,
why not?
Yeah, hey, go for it, man.
The Buzz.
We talked about a lot of the managers that were leaving yesterday, but Brian Snedeker announced he will not be returning as the Braves manager.
Mhm.
He has been with the organization for 49 years.
That seems like a long time, Bob.
That is a very long time. And he's
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I think I'm good. 811 and 668 over 10 seasons. So winning record. The Braves obviously have the 2021 World Series, 6 consecutive NL
East.
EL East, NL East titles. He's going to step aside. And when he did, the Braves chairman gave him keys to a brand new Ford truck and tickets to Hawaii. So say what you want to about the Braves season.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you hear about that organization just seems like they do things the right way. They were one of the first teams to go and start signing players as early as they possibly could to both save money, but also just ensure the future of a lot of young players.
Not worrying crazily about service time and how much you can manipulate that.
All of the things. Obviously, they're taking care of somebody that's been in the organization, even putting him in place as a manager, a guy that is there for obviously a long time before he started as a manager. So I always, from a distance, I'm not a big Braves fan.
Yeah.
From a distance, I always feel like the Braves kind of do things the right way.
Yeah.
The Buzz.
You know who doesn't do things the right way?
Ooh, do tell.
Colorado Rockies. They have dismissed their general manager, Bill Schmidt. The season finished with a 43 and 119 record.
Now, just to be fair, I do believe I also read that Bill Schmidt decided to step down. So
I am reading it as dismissed.
Okay.
But if he decided to step down, that's long overdue. Their run differential finished out the season negative 424, the worst since 1900. Their starting rotation posted a 6.65 ERA, the highest since 1913.
that's a long time.
Now, they do have that loyalty. Schmidt has been with the organization since 1999. This seems like a very good thing, whether it was dismissal or stepping down. The executive vice president of the Colorado Rockies said that his replacement will be found outside of the organization to bring a, quote, fresh perspective to things. If ever there was a need for a fresh perspective, I think this year's Colorado Rockies have earned the right to go in a different direction.
Yes, absolutely.
Good luck to the Colorado Rockies, and amen. With that, let's take a walk over to the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk.
Well, Luke, first on the fan, the Major League Baseball postseason indeed continues with 4 Game 2s in the wild card round today. The Guardians already evening their series with the Tigers, 6-1 winners thanks to a 5-run eighth inning. Bo Naylor with the 3-run shot.
Yeah, it was
to
Bo
put it
Naylor.
away.
Patrick, shut up.
Yeah, Patrick. Bo Naylor. Meanwhile, the Padres looking to force a Game 3 against the Cubs at Wrigley. They are through 7 innings. It is still a 3-0 game thanks to a Manny Machado 3-run shot in the top half of the 5th. Coming up at 3 o'clock, Yankee Stadium, ESPN. The Red Sox looking to finish off New York. Carlos Rodon for the Bombers. Brian Bayo for the Sox. Coverage over on 910 ESPN Portland, is almost underway. Give it about 90 seconds. Then at that game's conclusion, it's off to Chavez Ravine as the Dodgers look to eliminate the Reds. Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting for LA, Zach Littell for Cincinnati. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the... What?
60 minutes.
Oh, 60 minutes, excuse me. Yes, with Ryan Buckley. I'm an apologetic Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of Ducks game day. Before and after every Ducks football game this season. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM. It's Wednesday on the Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson. Time for the subtext. We've got the clips, but what were they really saying? Let's listen in. Let's listen in. Let's listen in. Let's listen in. Let's listen in.
Excited for Dylan. He's done everything. He's handled everything really well since he's been on campus here. So we're just going to have to support the young man from the second he's been here. He's been working very hard, very intelligent young man. He's done a nice job throughout practice. And, you know, he's been this whole season, he's been learning how to get yourself ready and understand the rhythm of an NFL week and what that looks like as a backup. And obviously now feel like he's ready to go in as a starter.
Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, he has named Dylan Gabriel the starter for Sunday's game against the Vikings in London. Meanwhile, the Browns off to a 1-3 start under Joe Flacco. completing 58% of his passes with 2 touchdowns and 6 picks. Eesh. Is this more about believing in Gabriel or just plain not believing in Joe Flacco?
Well, you know what? It's funny. When I hear that clip, I didn't hear any shots at Flacco. But I also didn't hear any compliments of Dylan Gabriel.
No,
that
glowing praise.
Well, there was praise.
Right.
But what was really funny, it wasn't like, wow, we just want to see his talent out there or whatever. Didn't it feel like he was maybe taking shots at another quarterback on the roster where he's going, hey, we love that he's doing all the right things since he's been here. He's really intelligent the way that he's approaching things, and you can see him learning things. He's a hard worker and has been since he got here. Might those be suggestions that, because here's the thing, who the backup's going to be for Dylan Gabriel?
Joe Flacco.
It's Joe Flacco. So it felt like he might have been taking shots at the third string quarterback, which if that's the case, I absolutely love it. And then now you got Dylan Gabriel going to a very weird kind of first start. You get Carson Wentz on the road in London
town.
Yeah, so it's a very weird one. And the Vikings were just there. So I think you may even
for them there.
It is. They've been there. They went from Ireland to England, and they're going to just hang out over there, and they're going to be playing now against the Browns. I think you see a big game from Dylan Gabriel.
Okay, sounds good.
Big game.
Yeah, no, I feel a lot better compared to the week 1 game for sure. Toes just a little sore, but nowhere near as bad as after Seattle.
Well, hindsight's obviously 20/20, but would it have been better to give yourself another week?
I was ready to go. I felt pretty good. And, for me to go out and execute an offense and go through reads and throw the ball throughout the week at practice, I felt great. And so I had a lot of confidence going into the game thinking that was going to be good. So that was our decision, and we're rolling with it.
You have a few extra days after the Thursday game. It's almost like a little mini bye. Maybe you should not play this game and then have all that extra time. But you don't look at it that way, do you? If you're cleared, you're going.
Yeah, 100%. If I can play this game, I'm going to play. Obviously, I want to get right and get healthy and everything, but we need to win this game against the Rams, so that's how I'm looking at it.
Say that if the game were tonight, you wouldn't feel ready to go.
Tonight, no, but I got 2 days.
49ers quarterback Brock Purdy says his litany of injuries feel better, and he'll play tomorrow night against the Rams if cleared. Kind of sounds like he knows he's not playing, and guess what? He's right. He's now been ruled out tomorrow night at SoFi. So to me, this just kind of sounds like he's like, hey, I would love to be out there, but if they're not going to let me, that's not my problem.
Yeah, what it sounds to me like is a guy that still has a little bit of the, I didn't get picked till the very last pick. And I don't want to see Mac Jones accidentally have a big game and go out there. Yes, he's getting paid all the money, and it's still his job. But it's only your job as long as you're out there. If Mac Jones goes out and plays really well, it's still a guy that has a little bit of that insecurity.
You mean McEnroe Jones?
You cannot be serious!
You can be serious. But yes, I think Purdy wants to be out there. He wants his team to win the game, but he also wants to be the guy, which, you know what? I never have a problem with. It's me at 80% is better than this guy at 100%. And that's the attitude you need from your quarterback. That chip on your shoulder thing, it worked out pretty well for another guy that was a real late pick in the NFL. Man, this is going to be a great game. I cannot wait to watch it. One of the things that I love doing in the NFL is hate watching teams in my division go out and play. But man, if Purdy's not ready to go back, I think this is Rams all day.
Yeah, it's a tough one, especially when he comes out there, does his job, kind of keeping their offense at bay for a while. You got to pull away with those wins, but we just couldn't. We got the one run early, but we got to be able to put a couple more runs in there and kind of put them away, especially when he's on like that.
Yankee slugger Aaron Judge lamenting his team blowing Max Fried's stellar start against the Sox in Game 1. Is Judge just simply asking his bullpen to all rise to the occasion?
No, he's asking everybody else to rise because he doesn't bother playing very well in the playoffs. So, little accusations of him maybe lollygagging after a single late in the game yesterday. So Judge is trying to make it all about we, so people don't end up pointing their finger at he, is my guess.
The nature of this offseason in particular kind of forced our hand with, working forward without him, not just his energy, but you're trying to facilitate offense and utilize a lot of other players. There's a lot of guys that contribute on the team. Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't just copy paste or say, hey, it's one human being. It's not that. However, it's a combination of various individuals, not just in the receiver room, that I think need to continue to develop and now have a heightened sense of urgency, so that we can spread the ball around and make it for his production.
Wow, so confident, this guy.
That's Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel there. Tough to read between the lines when all of those
between
when all those spots
Jeez.
are occupied by ums and uhs.
Holy cow.
At this point, is Mike McDaniel just asking to get the old Yeller treatment?
Yes. That's absolutely what he's asking for. I would make fun of him for how sporadic his words actually came out, but he is screaming in between every word. Did you hear the part at the very beginning where he's like, well, with the offseason, with all the potentials for arrest of this guy, we were kind of already planning for it.
To win games, you have to win the game.
Yeah, he is ready to go. He is saying, please put me out of my misery. If I could just get out of here, that would be great. Dolphins have the Panthers this week. He's probably trying to figure out how he can lose that game because he accidentally beat the Jets because the Jets, they outgained them. They had the ball more. They had the opportunities, but they kept shooting themselves. What did Brees Hall? Shooting themselves in the head?
Yeah, he said, other teams shoot themselves in the foot, and then we go out and shoot ourselves in the head.
We're going to bounce back. We've done it all year. We love having our backs against the wall. We're going to come out ready and hungry tomorrow and ready to take one.
Guardians manager Stephen Vogt, after yesterday's wild card game 1 loss to the Tigers, I guess they do love having their backs against the wall like a bad Skinamax movie after a late season streak to catch Detroit. They, in fact, did come out on top in today's game 2, winning 6-1 thanks to a 5-run 8th inning. Should Vogt continue to pound this message for tomorrow's deciding game 3 and nail the coffin shut?
You had a lot of fun with that one, didn't you?
I did.
I don't know, man. This just sounded like a team that was like, hey, we've still got home field advantage because we won the division. Of course we're fine with that. We played okay against the ace. You're going to have to go up against the buzzsaw only so often. We won't see him again in this series. I think the Guardians had every right to feel confident, and I think they proved why they were confident today. I cannot wait for this game 3. It is going to be a blast to watch. I mean, the first 2 games, super competitive. You can see the fire in between them. Having division rematches in this round make it that much more exciting. You have both of them set up that way in the American League. So to me, this is great. Let's go to game 3, and then whatever happens on the ALDS other matchup where the Mariners are not playing, I hope that goes to game 5 and you see the Mariners win as quickly as possible. Everybody beat each other up.
Game 5 in a 3-game series.
And the Mariners, well, no, I'm saying whoever wins, they will take on the Blue Jays.
I gotcha.
I want that to go to game 5. I want the Mariners to sweep, but I want everything else to go as long as it possibly can.
Yes.
This has been, listen, the first day and a half doing everything they need to.
Lots of fun.
Love it. Got anything else?
No, that's it.
Let's do one more for the road. We'll do it next. It is Happy Hour on 105.1 The Fan and The Fan Sports Network.
Relax, hotshot.
Welcome back to the Fan Happy Hour. We're about to wrap things up.
Maybe you guys like what I have so far?
Wicked woman, cool creams and misters. You got a cool spell on me.
Let's grab one more for the road.
Come on, everybody. Everything's smooth.
Here's Luke Anderson.
All right, Mr. Rust. Checking that text toy and that YouTube chat. What's going on? What are the people saying? What are the people saying about this show today?
This first one I will address quickly and then move on, coming from a texter, at least from the great state of Montana. It was a two-run shot by Machado. Be better with our updates. My apologies. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, this one comes, when you guys are walking over to the sports desk, are you guys wearing clogs? And I'll just say that is part of the magic of 1930s radio.
That's right. No, those are not clogs. Those are coconuts.
Yes.
I do think we can probably find a better clip of that sound.
Yeah.
But it's still.
I can look for it.
Yeah. No, I was thinking that just as we were playing it, but I know that it's coconuts. And I was actually.
This guy. It's kind of a slow little shuffle.
Yeah, we didn't do that one today. We
got this one too. Oh. Those actually sound good on top of each other.
Yeah, well, this is. Yeah, if you can hear that, that is coconuts.
That is coconuts.
And they
From
were
Monty
brought.
Python.
They were brought to us by a swallow. Perhaps.
I don't know enough.
A laden or
Monty
unladen
Python.
swallow.
My apologies.
Yeah.
And then this one coming in on the tube of views. If the M's face the Cubs in the World Series and Eddie Vedder is wearing a Cubs jersey while the Mariners are in possession of the Vedder Cup, how awkward would that be?
I don't care. That will be perfectly awkward. You know what we'll do is we'll try to get Eddie on the show. That's what we'll try to do. We'll try to figure out a way to make that happen. All right, before we get out of here. I've got a whole slew of things. One, the world going in a wrong direction. One, the world going in the right direction. And a third one, which is not necessarily an apology, but a revision to one of the stats that I gave you yesterday about the Seattle Seahawks.
Sounds like you got a lot here for our last 5 minutes.
Well, I'm going to try to get. I was going to ask you what you want.
Oh, okay.
If you want the world going in the right direction, the wrong direction, I could try to get to both of those. Or do you want a revision to one of the stats or a different perspective on one of the stats I gave you about the Seahawks yesterday?
Are you trying to make me pick my favorite child here?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. You are the stand-in for the listeners on this show. That's your job. You're my gateway. I don't always perceive things correctly, so just hurry up and pick one.
So tell you what, since this is the happy hour, let's talk about the world going in the right direction.
The world going in the right direction. I absolutely love this story. There is a ski resort in Vermont that has opted out of mowers for their ski area. They have a 300-acre plot of land that needs mowing on the hillsides. And the what is it called? The Jay Peak. Jay Peak has decided instead of going with mowers and save gas, they're going goats. They're using goats to do the whole thing. To me, this is fantastic. They're going to have the goats out there for 5 weeks, and they're going to go ahead and take out everything. They're great employees. They don't take a lot of breaks, and they just go out there and work, and they will just use that to take care of their vegetation.
It's like my 8-year-old daughter. All they do is eat.
That's right. The world going the wrong direction?
Yeah.
How about this? A police officer in a Northern California town stopped a driverless car for making an illegal U-turn. In San Bruno, a town of about 40,000 residents, they have about 50 officers. They had no way to put in a citation because there's no box to check for robot. So they couldn't give the car a citation. There was nobody in the car. It just missed the U-turn sign. So there is what feels like the world probably going in the wrong direction. Have you ever seen one of those driverless cars? Have you traveled anywhere to do that?
I've not, no.
I was very drunk in Phoenix and got to ride in one. That is a pretty wild experience. There is a driver's seat that nobody can sit in. There's a steering wheel that nobody uses, and there is a big old computer throughout and on top of the car, and they just drive you around. Yeah. And you know what? Maybe it was the inebriation, but never felt unsafe in the thing the whole time. But
I'm just not okay with this.
I'm
not okay with this.
You better with the goats?
I don't like when there's another person driving and I'm in a passenger seat, let alone nobody driving.
Are you better with the goats?
Yeah, I'm better with the goats. That's fine.
See, we had plenty of time here. Now,
as long as it's not my next door neighbors who already have chickens and stuff.
You were giving me a hard time. I got plenty of time to get to all of these stories.
Well, there we go.
Plenty of room to spread out.
So let's get to it.
So what I told you
Pontificate
yesterday.
away, Mr. Anderson.
Yesterday, I was telling you that the Seattle Seahawks were 28th in yards per average running the ball, right? So yards per attempt, 3.6 yards per attempt. Not looking great. Here's what I noticed after I was shutting down my screens yesterday.
Ooh.
You know who is 29th?
Who dat?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
Yeah. So if the
Really?
Philadelphia Eagles are worse than you at something, they're 4-0, you're 3-1, maybe that's not as negative a stat, right?
Right.
So let's take a look at this. Here are your teams, and this is, I switched columns on you. I went over to attempts per game, attempts this season.
Okay.
Everybody has played 4 games. Here are your top 4 teams, 5 teams, 6 teams, 7 teams, 8 teams. You tell me where to stop. Number 1 team in attempts for rushing attempts, Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles. Number 3, might throw you off a little bit, Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
The Seattle Seahawks are now number 4 in attempts. So I think it's less about the yards. I don't know why I'm putting so much value on the yards per attempt. I think it's the attempts.
Well, but if you said Philly was, I guess.
Yeah, Philly's number 2 in attempts. Seahawks number 4 in attempts. Green Bay is 5. Indianapolis Colts number 6. Detroit Lions number 7. Jacksonville Jaguars are 3-1 with the 8th most attempts. I'm telling you, there's some value to that attempt. So here's what well, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, perhaps it's because opposing defenses do not respect the Seahawks rush offense because Geno Wilson keeps throwing the ball to the other team. Geno Smith, excuse me.
Well,
I'm bound to say something stupid again.
Well, you said 2 things stupid.
Geno
there.
Smith.
Well, it's not Geno Smith there anymore. It's Sam Darnold.
Okay, great. God bless America. Are we done yet?
No, we're not.
Yeah.
So I pulled
This
up
is a banner day for me.
I pulled up last year total attempts. Number 1, Eagles. Number 2, Ravens. Number 3, Lions. Number 4, Steelers. Number 6, Packers. Number 7.
Plenty of fodder for Monday's show now, huh?
Hey, listen. If you can't trust in Geno Wilson to get the job done, who can you trust? But my whole point is this: Sam Darnold's having a great year.
Yeah.
You can tell right now in the season.
I'm gonna go home and drink heavily.
You can tell right now in the season the opponents are lining up to stop the Seahawks rush, which is making it. This is what I'm learning from this.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that they are trying to make Sam Darnold beat them.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 games so far, Sam Darnold has done so, and he's done really well throwing the ball down the field.
Yes.
So if you left yesterday's happy hour and went, man, this Clint Kubiak thing, this 2-headed monster of Zach Charbonnet and K9 in the backfield isn't working, they're not getting very many rushes. I'm the one that told you that.
Yeah.
It could just be a product of going, all right, Sam.
Here we go.
All right.
So congratulations, Sam Drummond.
All right, Geno Wilson. All right, Russell Smith. Show us what you got. We're not afraid of you. If they start being afraid, see if that yards per carry can go up, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Also, one more story I didn't have time to get to.
Okay.
Do not swim in Lake O. It's poison.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank
start
you,
over tomorrow.
as always, Jeff Russ. Thank you to Geno Wilson. And, of course, thank you, Isaac Ropp. We're all done for now. Bye-bye.
Side of life.